Same, okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be...
Hey, everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals.
Here we go. Black 80! Run. He's telling to run.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And his first pass is incomplete. And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
And partner, sometimes it's good for a team to get the Thursday nighter right after a loss because you don't have very long to stew on what just happened. You have to turn right around, get ready, and go out and play again. Or, as one of the veterans told me, I actually like this because I keep my anger for this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call it sack block.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And he's going to go down again. Corey Peters in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And here are the offensive starters for Arizona.
And congratulations on their win last week, but they didn't get a whole lot of time to celebrate it on Sunday. They were right back to work on Monday, but you'll have to do things differently when you prepare for a Thursday night game. Because normally you'll take some time off. Here you get right back to work on the game plan mentally, and probably not put any pads on until you play again Thursday night.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. On 3rd down, Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't. Turn that down at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Murray, flush to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson. And he breaks through another tackle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Being chased out left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down. How big.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, man. You need turnover. Get that ball.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson brushing off defenders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. They'll run it now with Smith. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to get it done.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
I'm going to come back to you.
To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Garoppolo now. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Garoppolo, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick in the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Throwing on first down is Murray. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Mostert looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. The busy night continues for Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On the return is Peterson. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And now let's look at David Johnson. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go. Mike 5-4.
Murray now on first down. He finds his man Johnson. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. On the carry, here's Smith. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Keith Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Cardinals defense as they head out to set up shop. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we get back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Murray now. Screen play, Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Here comes the ball.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Logan breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand you have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo connects with Kittle underneath. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Now it's Peterson. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Johnson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Murray, and he's got Fitzgerald. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 40. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They go to Johnson again. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. Another one.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Keith Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football. He does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Peters. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Terrell Suggs. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A gain of 3, second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down, it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. Let's go.
On third down, Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Murray now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is born. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Garoppolo now, 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Switch up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And this is Selleck here with a grab. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Here we go.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this one complete to Smith. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Completes it to Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll set them back 5.
Here we go. 180. 43. Check. 43. Right here.
Garoppolo again. And he finds his tight end, Saleh. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Here we go. 120. Watch the slant.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Gets this one to Juszczyk. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Joker.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Let's go. Big series right here.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's Coleman on the draw. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up.
Now a hit and a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short game when he took off running.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Here we go.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Garoppolo now. 1st down throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Garoppolo. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Garoppolo, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Arizona, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.